our eyes are going to be going to the running back. He's going to go out and then he's going to take a hard cut upfield. Now we can see the flat defender here, guys. This out route is just going to pull him way out. The user is rushing here, so we don't even have to worry about the user. So basically, against zone coverage, this player is going to get wide open, an absolutely massive hole.
Thing that you say about me, my dogs like to play Madden in 2K, but one thing they don't do is play about me. My homeboy Tyler, he playing South.
What is going on, YouTube? King Reggie, and we are back. Today I'm continuing that tight slots mini scheme out of the Kansas City Chiefs playbook. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, I try to do really in-depth full scheme breakdowns. So I'm going to go really in-depth. I'm going to have real gameplay footage. I try to make really pretty long in-depth videos. Basically, each video usually has only 1 or 2 plays in it, 1 or 2 setups. So I try to go really in-depth. I have real gameplay footage showing you this actually works, you know, online, in weekend league, in head-to-head, show you it actually works when there are users on the field. So that is the usual idea for the channel. So far, I've done 3 main offenses. I've done gun doubles out of the run and gun playbook. I did empty tray stack out of the Pittsburgh Steelers playbook. And then I did this trips tight end inspired offense out of the Kansas City Chiefs playbook. I went over 2 formation. It was tray Y flex week and trio offset week. Both formations just kind of use in unison. So I really like to do those really in-depth full schemes, but I also want to give you guys, if you're in the Kansas City Chiefs playbook, or you're in the Steelers playbook, or you're in the run and gun playbook, I want to give you guys other mini schemes that you can kind of bring to the table. So that's kind of the idea with these video guys. It's going to be only 1 or 2 parts. It's going to be maybe 3 to 6 plays. So if I find some formations with a few good plays in it, but maybe not enough to bring you a whole really in-depth scheme, that is kind of the idea. So if you guys are new to the channel, that's kind of what the idea with these videos are. If you guys are already subbed and you're following along, leave a comment down below if in any of these 3 playbooks, I've already got some suggestions. Just if you guys have any more formations you think I should take a look at in these 3 books, let me know. So if that sounds like something you guys would be interested in, definitely sub to the channel. I don't want you guys miss any of this. So gun tight slots, like I said, this is out of the Kansas City Chiefs playbook. This is part 2, so I kind of went over the abilities that I'm going to use a little more in depth in the first part of the video. But gun tight slots, this is supposed to kind of be used with that trips tight end inspired offense, just give you more options if you want to stick in this Kansas City Chiefs book. First play we went over in the last scheme, guys, was jet pass fake zone. Then we went over a cover 3 beater mesh, really good 1-play touchdown. And then we also went over bench swap, a really good zone beater. Today we will be doing another setup against mesh, not a 1-play touchdown this time, just a really good zone beater. Drive trail, another really good zone beater. And then our man coverage beater will be PACM. So those will be the 3 setups we are going over today, the 3 plays. So stay tuned, watch them all. All right, guys, so the first play we are going over today is mesh. Now, I try to make this screen for all the plays I go over, guys. Usually not for run plays sometimes, but basically any pass play, I'm going to bring you guys this screen to give you your adjustments, your reads. Just kind of, I think it's a really good tool for you guys. You can bring this up whenever you need. Go into practice mode, pause the video if you ever want your adjustments. Even if you're in a game, you can always bring this up as well. So our adjustments, guys. For this play, we want the running back to the wide side of the field. Then we want to streak the receiver on the inside on the wide side of the field. So we'll have 2 receivers on each side. The inside receiver on the wide side, we want to put on a streak. The same side as the running back. Then we want to put the outside receiver opposite of the running back. We want to put him on a out route and motion him across the field. And then we want to put that backside player who's singled out by themselves. We just want to put them on a post route, guys. So the reads versus zone, guys, we want to look to the wheel route out of the backfield. If flat defender goes to the out route and the user doesn't hop to this wheel route, it's going to get open a really, really nice amount of the time. Really, the only time I've found it doesn't get open against zone coverage is sometimes if they mess with their zone adjustments and put like their hard flats at like 5 yards, sometimes they'll get there. So just watch for that. But I'd say 90% of the time against zone coverage, this wheel route will be open unless the user jumps to it. So that'll be our first read. Then if the wheel is covered by the user, which will kind of be the player we're looking out for the most. A lot of the time the user will see the wheel, he'll hop down. Then we have this post route just coming into the middle of the field, just hitting the zone where he vacates. And then our third read, we're just going to have a nice hook route getting right in the middle of the field. So if the wheel's covered, then they go to the post to guard that. Then we just have a really nice hook route that's sitting down in that soft spot where the user would have been. So that is mesh, guys. Let's take a look at it on the field. All right, guys, so we're taking that outside most receiver, motion him across the field, put him on an out route, post route, and then just a clear out route from that inside player. So right away, guys, when we snap the ball, if it's zone coverage, our eyes are going to be going to the running back. He's going to go out, and then he's going to take a hard cut upfield. Now, we can see the flat defender here, guys. This out route is just going to pull him way out. The user is rushing here, so we don't even have to worry about the user. So basically, against zone coverage, this player is going to get wide open, an absolutely massive hole. A lot of the times, I'll low ball that in there, but you don't have to. Sometimes the low ball, just make sure you don't sail it into that deep blue. But there you can see, guys, just absolutely opens right up for us. Okay, motion across the field, same setup. Snap the ball, and so on this one, it's a cover 2 shell. So the last one was cover 3, so it got open. Now we see cover 2. So let's watch our out route here. Out route is going to pull down the flat defender. The user is getting taken by this post route over the middle of the field. And now we just have our wheel route cutting upfield. Look at that absolutely massive hole there, guys. Really, really tough. I like to call this, just 2 or 3 times a game. The user will not be expecting it, and we get a 15-yard gain, absolutely stealing really, really easy money. Okay, guys, once again, running back out of the backfield on this play. So this is what I was talking about. Sometimes the flat defender, if they mess with their hard flats and put them at 5 yards, he won't go all the way out there. So he'll kind of get in the way. There will be a bit of a hole when he clears there that we can fire it in. But this is where I like to throw the post route. So I was a little bit late coming to this post route. If I throw it right here, look at that absolute wide open hole. The post route, or this curl route in the middle of the field, is also holding the user. But I threw that half a second late, and it kind of got into the deep blue, or into that flat defender. But if I throw that half a second earlier, you guys can see it's just an absolutely massive hole, and the user is getting held by that curl route. Motion across the field. Once again, flat defender kind of sits there, but honestly, I could have thrown it. The user sitting on the curl route, so now we have the post in behind. So I could have thrown the wheel route was open, but this one I just waited for the post over the middle of the field. User's getting held by that curl route, fire that in there. Okay, one more time, guys. Motion across the field, look to the wheel route of the backfield. This player looks like he actually manned up the running back. So I'd hit this, I think, once to start the game. He mans up the running back here. So now our eyes are going to go to the middle of the field. Where's the user going to go? So on this play, the user takes 2 or 3 steps out with that the post route. Man coverage on our running back. So look at this, guys. Just absolutely wide open. I really like this curl route. Sits in a really nice area of the field. 11 yards. Right past the first down. That's easy, easy money, guys. This whole play is just all about putting a user in a really, really tough spot. All right, guys, so drive, trail, really good play to beat zone coverage, kind of attacking all areas of the field. So the adjustments for this play, we want the running back to the short side of the field. Then we want to put the inside receiver on the running back side on a post route. Then we want to put the running back on an option route. That is it. Now our reads versus zone, guys, we want to look to the flat route on the wide side of the field, the player opposite of the running back. Just look to that flat route. If they're not in hard flats, guys, we're going to throw that basically every time. It's a really quick hitter, get it out of our hands. Then if they are in hard flats, we want to look to the corner route. We want to throw that if there's no double flats. And sometimes the deep blue will be playing on that a little bit. So you got to read that corner. A lot of the times if they're in cover 3, sometimes they'll bite down on it. So read that player. If there's no double flats, definitely look to circle or to that corner route. Then if double flat on the wide side or the user hops out there, then we want to look to the backside post. And then if the user's on that or that's covered, then I like the option route underneath. So that's drive trail, guys. Okay, guys, here's the setup. That's all our adjustments in. So right away, our eyes are going to be going to this out route, guys. If there's no hard flats, we're basically going to throw this every single time. Snap the ball, bringing a blitz off the edge, no hard flats. Fire that in there every single time. Make a guy miss. It's a really nice flat route, guys. It doesn't go straight to the sideline. It actually gets upfield, so you're going to get really consistent, 5 to 6 yards every single time. Then they're going to have to put a hard flat. Hey, guys, on this one, we want to look to the flat route right away. Now they have a hard flat. So as soon as we see the hard flat, now our eyes are going here. If they don't double flat it, it's going to be a really quick read. If they do double flat it or that corner, so this is cover 2, it's going to be even more open. Sometimes cover 3, it'll be a bit more of a tight throw, but let it run. As soon as he breaks, we see a really, really nice hole, guys. Just fire that in there. Really going to force them to double flat on that side, or the user's going to have to come help. Guys, same thing. So we snap the ball. They have their flat defender, hard flat out there. They have a double flat. One of these is going to be a blue. One of them is going to be their curl flat. Now our eyes are going to go to the user. So we have this drag going to pull them. We have the curl route, and then we have the backside post. So we're basically waiting here. Unless the user commits to this post right away, he goes to that option route. Look at the middle of the field. Absolutely wide open. Firing that post. I like to low ball that, especially in the red. All right, guys. Oh, my God. All right, guys. One more time. We're going to look to the flat route right away. This player's kind of playing on it, so our eyes are going to go off. Here we can see the blues kind of playing there. Just a little tight. The user's in the middle of the field, so I didn't really want to risk the post, guys. So if you ever want to quick throw this option route, there's nothing wrong with that. Fire that in really quick. Get down, low ball it. That's a nice and easy 5-yard gain. Okay, one more time, guys. Same thing. Double flatting on this side. Looking at the user sitting on the post. So he actually does a really good job there. I could have thrown the drag, but I just didn't really see it in time. So now this player here is going to be a really nice playmaker. So now I playmaker him into the middle of the field, away from the flat defender. User has to run with the post. I would have fired it in there, and we just have an absolutely just massive hole in the middle of the field. So kind of the last option there, guys, that hook route. If the flat defender sucks on, I just like to playmaker him into the middle of the field. All right, guys, the last play we're going over is PACM. This is going to be our man beater. For most of these mini schemes, definitely the goal is going to be to at least give you one really good man beater, just because so many people are running it online right now. So the adjustments for this play, on this play, it doesn't matter kind of what the hash mark is. It doesn't really matter, because on this tight slots, guys, if you flip it, the slot receiver and the tight end do not flip sides. So I kind of like to always put so kind of doing the adjustments, I always want to put the receiver who's in the inside, not the tight end. I always want to put him on a corner route. Then we want to put the outside receiver on the right side on a post route. Then we want to take our tight end and motion him across the field, a slant, and motion him across the field. So this is a little different, guys. Doesn't really matter the hash mark. We're actually going to adjust individual players, because I really want this corner route player to have route tech. I go over that in the first video. I go over that in the Kansas City Chiefs trips tight end kind of intro video. I like this player to have route tech. It just does a really, really good job against man coverage, guys. Basically, these corner routes will get open every single time against man coverage if they do not have a one step ahead on their corner. So the reads versus man, guys, I like to look to this motion slant first. It works really, really well. Then number 2, I like the corner route. If no one step ahead on the player and no curl flat, basically you can throw it every single time. Then I like to look to the post route and then the deep cross, just because the post route is a little bit of a quicker route, so it's going to either get open or be covered a little faster than the deep cross. So deep cross is really good. It just takes the longest to get open, so that's going to be our last read. So PACM, guys, let's take a look. Okay, guys, so motion Waller across the field. Like I said, this player, we are always going to have this set up the same way. Waller, your tight end, will be the motion slant. Sanders, your inside slot receiver, will always be that corner route. So motion him across the field, guys. Our eyes right away. I like to look at this motion slant, guys. It does a super, super good job. Absolutely wide open on this play. The nice thing with this too, if they do have curl flats, anything like that, most of the time people have them set at about 20 yards. So the motion slant will get underneath that basically every time. Same thing again, look to the motion slant first. Look at, absolutely loses the man coverage here, wide open by like 8 yards. Fire that in, that's like a 20-yard gain. Okay, now again, motion slant. On this one, we look to it. The user's on this side of the field. This player's doing an actual pretty good job. So our eyes are going to come off there. We're going to look at this corner route. So they have 2 deep safeties. So we know this corner route. If they don't have one step ahead, we can see it flashing right now, guys. Going to get wide open. That's like 3 to 4 yards of separation. Turn that upfield. Going to be super, super consistent for you guys. Same thing, motion across the field. Just kind of had the user in the middle of the field. We had this player helping, so my eyes were going to the corner route. We see it light up again, guys. That ability, 3 to 4 yards of separation, walk in, touchdown. One more time, motion across the field. Once again, this motion slant wide open, but the user's underneath that, so that's fine. Our eyes are going to come off that, guys, and we see the post route. Gets really nice separation there, guys. Low ball that in. Going to be pretty nice for you as a third read coming over across the field. Okay, last one, guys. Motion across the field. Motion slant again, but the user's playing under that. Could have thrown the corner route, but I didn't really see it. So on this one, we wait. This deep crosser is absolutely wide open. The user, it can't get there, and we're able to get like a 70, 80 yard touchdown on that play. So 4 really good routes, guys. 4 routes that beat man coverage, kind of attack all different areas of the field. All right, guys, that is it. That is my first mini scheme. Like I said, gun tight slots, Kansas City Chiefs book. Like I said earlier in the video, also, guys, if you guys have any more suggestions for formations out of the Chiefs, Steelers, or run and gun playbook so far, let me know. Definitely looking to do more of these mini schemes, guys. I really want, if you guys find any kind of glitchy stuff that you kind of think hasn't really been covered by a lot of YouTubers, let me know. Leave that down in the comment section. If you guys have any comments or questions about this play, definitely leave that down below. Also, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you sub down below, like this video, help my name get out there. My name is King Reggie, and I'm out.